Look, I'm a movie guy. So when I hear Damon Wayans talking about an unreleased movie with Katt Williams, Marlon Wayans, you know what I mean? And this is 2003 Marlon Wayans, you know, bro? If he would have put that movie out, that would have sent Marlon to the roof, bro. Let's check this out, you know what I mean? Because I salute this man, but the whole kissing Marlon and Marlon teaching me French, and we'll get into it, bro. But check.
You have an Oscar-worthy film with Katt, your brother Marlon, Terry Crews that you won't release.
Yeah.
Why?
The myth.
Oh, you.
It's just, you know, what happened was I shot this movie called Behind the Smile about this comedian who moves from Cleveland to LA, and he meets his idol, who's me, and his idol sees his potential. He takes him under his wing and then destroys him because he's threatened by him to the point where the kid blows his brains out on stage. It's called Behind the Smile. And Marlon is absolutely brilliant in this movie. But I went to sell it, and Netflix was the first place to come to me. This is before, so this movie was in 2004 or 5, and they came to me, and I didn't like the deal. So I just said, I'm put in the vault. But that was the only, I mean, we got great reviews, and we did a festival up in Aspen, and Dave Chappelle was like, oh man, that's my favorite movie. That's why I went to Africa.
So if they were to come back and offer you more money, would you let it go?
Yeah, I told Marlon, I don't want to go shop it, but if he can sell it, sell it. It's fine. He's brilliant. Katt is brilliant. This is like, you know, I got Katt Williams, George Wallace, what's his name? Bob, he died recently. Bob
Saget?
Saget is in it, and Jim Belushi, and it's a great cast.
You got how many movies do you think you have in the vault that you've shot, or you got scripts?
Just that one, but scripts, it's crazy. I've got cabinets of scripts, TV and film, because I have to write. I have to, just because it gives me peace, and it also gives me something to think about. That's like, so when I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking about my script. I'm not thinking about what's wrong in the world.
Right.
Thinking about these characters.
You know I got a production company, right?
Do you? I'm gonna give you some if you want. I gave you some. I just wrote it.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
We might need to look at that film.
Okay.
I know some people that know some people.
Well, let's meet some people and do some things with some.
You asked me, Marlon Wayans is on a decline. If this movie would have came out in 2003, man, it would have did wonders for his career. Cause back then he was on ice. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, bro. But right now, in 2025, a movie that was shot roughly 22, 23 years ago, bro. If we just being honest, it's the wrong technology, bro. It ain't gonna even look right now. Even if you add all type of extra shit to try to make it seem like this, it's a movie from 2003. Like, understand, I do know Damon Wayans is an incredible writer, bro. Incredible writer. I'm pretty sure the script is dope, you know what I mean? He meets his idol treats him like shit. He blows his brains out on stage. It's like some Joker shit, you know, textbook Joker shit. Sounds cool. And everybody already know Marlon Wayans, you know, he ain't gonna ruin it because he's gonna say something gay. You know, he ain't gonna have his gay little punchlines and jokes, especially if he's playing a comedian. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. But in 2025, I just believe, drop it in the comments, that the technology would be too old. I watch movies, bro, and then when you see the ones from 2003, they don't look like the 2024 movies. Not just visually, but even the scripts are more developed and in depth. You know what I mean? Drop it in the comments. These are for people that are actually into movies. And if I got any movie producers that might check this out, bro, scarsfromtheplayground@gmail.com. You know what I mean? Really said, we'll talk. You know what I mean? We not gonna talk here. We'll talk Turkey. scarsfromtheplayground@gmail.com. You know what I mean? Really sick. That's my newest passion. Well, oldest fashion. I've been an actor my whole fucking life. You know what I mean? I've been acting like I like people every day of my motherfucking life, bro. Most of the time I gotta act regular. Yeah, drop it in the comments, bro. But look here. Shout out Damon Wayans. Like I said, the script cool. Movie would have been cool in 2003, but 2025, it's like he used to sound a living color, nigga. Hated it. You could keep it. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, bro. But back into Damon Wayans about kissing Marlon. You know? His parents used to make them, the brothers, kiss in the mouth every time they fought. You know what I mean? Every time they fought, they would have to kiss each other in the mouth, open mouth, sometimes even French. If you nigga got a real ass whooping that day, French kiss them. You know what I mean? They hated kissing each other that much that they just somehow like stopped fighting. But despite that, even as grown men, when they say bye, even if they mad at each other, bye nigga, kiss each other in the mouth, bro. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. My opinion, Damon Wayans is one of the oldest brothers. You know what I mean? Him and Kenan Ivory, if you were kissing them little boys in the mouth, you were, I would call it sexual assault. You know, yeah, sexual assault, bro. You can't do nothing like that. Yeah, you can't do nothing like that. It's totally fucking wrong. A lot of people, bro, that's the 50s, 60s, 70s. It don't matter when it was, bro. A story like that, bro, you keep locked in the tunnel. You know what I mean? You keep locked in the tunnel, in an underground tunnel, bro. You keep them secrets locked away, bro. You don't never let them secrets out the bag. Why? Doesn't shine a good light on you, your parents, or your brothers. Especially knowing Marlon took it too far. He kissing the nephews in the mouth. You know what I mean, man? Come on, man. Kissing men. Kissing men. You can't make that type of shit normal, bro. You can't normalize that. You can't normalize that. That ain't love, that's something else. You know, that ain't love, that's obsession. You know, you got to kiss him every time you see him. Nigga do that to his wife. That's it, bro. You kissing a man in the mouth. Bye, nigga. Because you don't know when you're going to see it. Bro, does a kiss matter? You know what I mean? I kissed him yesterday, though, on the lips. Drop it in the comments, bro. This ain't no comedy skit. This is just me being honest, me being real. Like, you don't want to hear that shit. That's Damon Wayans. He's a legend. Man, be your own legend. You know what I mean? I am legend. Stop calling everybody your goddamn legend. The nigga was just funny back in the day. You know what I mean? The nigga, now when you think about it, and he not really admitted that, he was on Nose Candy and Smack. You know what I mean? Wasn't never no addict, though. He just played around. You know what I mean? Drop it in the comments. That's what allows a nigga to do that. When you so inebriated, you don't give a fuck how you look. Yeah, you could make fun of yourself, but understand this. Most of them fans, when they finally go realize it, they ain't never laughed with the Wayans. They laughed at the Wayans. They always made fun of themselves, bro. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the Playground. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. And shout out Damon Wayans, because I like him. Yeah, I like him, despite all the other bullshit. You know what I mean? But understand, this the same nigga that pretty much raised Orlando Brown. Yeah, he was around you for quite some time. And look at him. Look at him. Shit, that's from examples, bro. Y'all drop it in the comments. Scars from the Playground. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.